Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So the bees leave all other lotus flowers to come to her face, and they are humming sweetly and blissfully. Sarasa Bringa Sangholasa. The Sakhis meanwhile tell Shyam, "What have you done to our Sakhi? Go and look for her." Our hero sees the many bees buzzing around the golden lotuses. So he goes there and catches Srimati. The Sakhis also go there. Shyam brags, "Priye, if I would hide like this, you and your girlfriends would never find me." Swamini proudly says, "Oh, yes? All right. Hide out then. I will surely find you." Shyamsundara dives into a cluster of blue lotus flowers. While searching, Swamini notices that the monkeys that sit on the branches of the trees that hang over the kund are staring at this cluster of blue lotus flowers. She understands that Shyam must be hiding there. So she goes there and catches him. Then she swims across the deep kund, holding on to Shyam's neck. Now comes the quote. Tinho Krishna Kantadari Bhashe Jalera Upori Gajot Kate Che Kamalini. She floats upon the water, holding on to Krishna's neck like a female lotus flower picked by an elephant. The whole kund is illuminated by Radha and Shyama's sweet bodily luster. How happy the kund is to get her own Ishwari swimming at her chest. See?
Sorry, this is a little bit interesting, no, the sentence?
Yes.
Because it seems that the Kunda now here is the Dasi of Swamini. So, because sometimes we hear that the Kunda is Swamini, but here we listen that the Swamini is the Ishwari of the Kund, of the Radha Kund. How happy the Kunda is to get her own Ishwari swimming at her chest. How would you feel about that? It sounds very interesting. Like, is the Kunda also a Dasi?
Every aspect of Swamini is Dasi. She's just living to serve her beloved. And also very interesting, to serve everyone she loves, including her beloved girlfriends, manjaris, kinkaris. So Swamini is the best Dasi. She's our guru. Even Krishna wants to become the Dasi of this most wonderful Dasi. So it's no wonder that the Kund is actually remembering that even more Dasi than the Kund himself is the Ishwari of the Kund. So although the Kund is already perfect Dasi.
Gurudev wanted to say one beautiful thing comes. Actually, who want to serve Radhika, they are Dasi. Right? You agree with this? And who want to give the love is also giving, serving to Radhika. You only share the loving. So you serve the love. And there is no difference between love and Radhika. Because she is the goddess of love. So Kunda is also Dasi because everything then Radhika is serving through love, distributing love of her. So this is the proudness that everything, even the Krishna wants to be Dasi of her. This is Chaitanya. Manjari Bhav, he wants to come to practice. To be in that Manjari Bhav, he practices. Radha Dasi means who is always in loving with, who is kind to all living with, who wants to give always everything in love. Everything. So Kunda is feel fortunate to be a Dasi of Radhika because when you go to Kunda, she gives only love to you. Radhika gives you. Kunda gives Radha to us. Its feelings comes by sure.
Thank you, Gurudev. You are so kind to us.
So Gauravani and Gurudev, this is similar like with Giriraj then, because Giriraj is also Dasi, is also servant of the Leela.
At the same time, he is a guru of Krishna because he is a guru of Brajvasi. Guru of Brajvasi is Govardhan. So Krishna Guru is Brajvasi. So he is Guru's Guru of Krishna. Maybe he is Supreme Personality of Godhead out of Vrindavan. But here, Brajvasi are Guru and Brajvasi Guru is Guru.
There is a difference I can feel, Gurudev. Those, if we become real Dasi of Radhika, then our heart is filled with her love. And all inspirations coming by her, and we are in ecstasy always. And we feel her, and there is nothing, no space for other things. Like you say, the Kunja, no? The Kunja is also Dasi. There is no other identification in this Kunja but the servant of Radhika. And Radhika is filling the Kunja. So the heart of the Kunja is filled with love. There is no space for any other things.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So our heart is filled up. And interesting in this connection, how much joy the sweet water shows by making high waves. Madhura vari sampuritam. How sweet is this pastime. Tulasi Manjari is beside herself of ecstasy.
Ecstasy. You see? Ecstasy. Ecstasy. If we come in the feeling of Radhika, we are in ecstasy. That makes us crazy. If this is coming, then our love pot in the heart is filled with ecstatic. This is what Gurudev said. It's a honey wine, right? This is the honey wine. Then we become crazy by this honey wine of Radhika. This is the pure inspiration of her. Wow.
So even the Kunj is in ecstasy and making high waves.
Wow.
So the only difference is that this Kunj is the source of all other Kunjas and is filling up all other Kunjas.
This is the source of all others.
Wow.
The Rasa Sar.
Rasa Sar.
This is a big pot. We have only small pot, but this is the big pot.
Fountainhead.
So we can see there are endless ecstatic quotes in this Sri Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali from Caitanya Caritamrita. How much taste they are giving by the mercy of Srila Anandadas Babaji and the mercy of Gurudev sharing with us. The next quote is in verse number 16. Srila Raghunath Goswami is praying, Ha Devi, please give me the excellent service of your lotus feet. This service is so excellent because it is completely free from shame and reverence, and it is very luscious. Such service cannot be found anywhere. But now it is given as a special token of mercy of Sri Gaura Sundara. Raghunathas is a Nitya Siddha Kinkari and a guru of the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Raghunathas is a Nitya Siddha Kinkari and the guru of the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Again and again.
This to understand, Gauravani, huh? This our source, our guru source. No?
The real Gaudiya Sampradaya.
His mercy is still coming through our gurus. No? It's still flowing.
Sri Radha.
So who don't follow that footsteps, he cannot honestly say, I'm in Gaudiya Math.
Wow.
He may say, but it's not the truth. Who is not following Raghunathas, who is a Nitya Siddha Kinkari and the guru of the Gaudiya Sampradaya, who is not following in his steps, may be whatever he is, but not a follower in the Gaudiya.
Ich brauche aber auch heute.
So the beautiful and sweet service of Sri Radha is also most dear to us. Of all kinds of servanthood, the servitude of Sri Radha is the greatest. Of all kinds of servanthood, the servitude of Sri Radha is the greatest. Although you are Sakhi, you are also a maidservant, adolescent in form and attributes, and qualified for the most intimate services. There is no other kind of servitude that can soothe the hearts of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. There is no other kind of servitude that can soothe the hearts of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. The Manjaris are actually taking part in the Madhura Rasa, but still it is servitude, for their service is within the scope of the Madhura Rasa. So no whiff of self-interest. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti Kobe Hambu Chabose Yugala Priti. When will I, by following in the footsteps of Srila Rupa and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, understand the love of Radha and Mohan. Rupa and Raghunath Dasa's bodies are made from tip to toe of Yugala Ujjvala Rasa, splendid consciousness of the divine couple. How eager their hearts were! How can one become absorbed in this splendid consciousness without being full of this Yugala Ujjvala Rasa? So, wonderful question. How can one become absorbed in this splendid consciousness without being full of this Yugala Ujjvala Rasa? And how to become full? Srila Anandadas Babaji is giving one example, meditation on the Kam Gayatri mantra. Meditation on the Kam Gayatri mantra is very helpful for entering into this mood. Vrindavana prakrita navina madhana kama vicha kama Gayatri yahara upasana. Caitanya Caritamrita Madhya Lila 8. The transcendental youthful Cupid of Vrindavan is meditated upon and attained by the Kama Gayatri mantra, which has the Kama Bij, the seed of transcendental desire, joined to it. The transcendental youthful Cupid of Vrindavan is meditated upon and attained by the Kama Gayatri mantra, which has the Kama Bij, the seed of transcendental desire, joined to it. He who makes the devotees forget the material world and who maddens them with his transcendental form, qualities and pastimes, is the transcendental youthful Cupid, and on him we meditate. Dhimahi Gayantang Trayate Yasmat Iti Gayatri. That which liberates by being sung is a Gayatri.
Sri Radhe.
Das kannst du dann auch noch lesen. It also, I think, the next, der darauffolgende, in his spiritual. Da kann man noch ein bisschen, little bit meditate about the Gayatri.
The worship with the Kama Gayatri mantra is meant to save us from material existence and to make our bodies, minds, and life airs fit for relishing the flavors of Radha Mohan's transcendental pastimes. In his spiritual absorption, Sri Raghunath Das submits to Swamini's feet. Let me meditate how you overwhelm Shyam with your ecstatic blaze in the kunjas. Pushpa Banaya Dhimahi. When even you are unable to bring him back to consciousness, you will need me. During his loving pastimes in the kunja, Shyam faints of ecstasy because of encountering the waves of Radhika's vast Madan Maha Bhava. But Anuragavati, the passionate Radhika, is not satisfied yet. So here some excellent service is required. Swamini thinks, Tulasi, I cannot break Priyatama's swoon. Why don't you please come? Where else is such a confidential service to be found? Even Lalita and Vishaka cannot attain this. This is the most excellent service. And again, we may remember that this gift, Unat Ujjvala Rasa, was handed to all of us by Sriman Mahaprabhu and is still handed to all of us by Rupa, Raghunath, and the Manjaris in the line like our Guru Manjari.
Wow.
It
Again,
is still offered to us.
so Vani, again we come to this topic, the difference between the Manjaris and the Sakis. And here, Swamini herself explained the difference, right? Tulasi, I cannot break Priyatama's swoon. Why don't you please come? You read just, no? Where else is such a confidential service to be found? Even Lalita and Vishaka cannot attain this. Again and again, we will understand how close our service is to Swamini. This is very special. And here it's her words. This is the most excellent service. Beautiful, beautiful.
Even Krishna wants to taste that service. That's why he's coming as Mahaprabhu. He himself again and again and again, he's coming. Again and again he wants to taste it. It's the most precious gem in Sevaras.
Wow. There is nothing comes more close to Swamini than this. And this is, what I feel is Krishna's desire to come as close as possible to her. And there is no one more close than the Kinkaris.
If we just think about this, what a gift.
Yeah.
What a wonderful gift. Not even Lalita or Vishaka can attain that.
It's unbelievable.
What to speak of others like Shiva, Vishnu, Lakshmi. What to speak of them? This is even for Krishna hard to attain. He's coming as Caitanya Mahaprabhu to get the taste which he is actually giving to us.
You see, he also has to change his personality to get this. So we also have to give up all our identification with anything else.
Even his transcendental body could not digest the feelings which came up. He was like a turtle. And then on the other side, his limbs spreaded very long. His whole body could not carry that weight of earth.
Yeah.
And we are given that kind of seva. What a mercy. Unbelievable. Even Krishna has to endeavor to get it. He cannot just easily have it. We see the limbs of Radhika more easy than him. We are doing seva. He would like to do more easy than him.
Yeah, he becomes nervous when he is doing the seva. He is shaking then. His hands are moving. He cannot do.
That's why Rani is calling her maidservant, Tulasi, why don't you please come? And it is said by Anandadas Babaji in another explanation that we should try to be in this position. We should feel ourselves like Tulasi Manjari, that we are called by Swamini.
And Gauravani, I remember one class where we were turning that Kam Gayatri is at the same time also Srimati Radhika. It's not only Krishna, it's Swarup, it's also Swamini's Swarup. And then with this feeling, we can understand how Baba is saying that the Kama Gayatri mantra is meant to save us from material existence and to make our bodies, minds, and life airs fit for relishing the flavor of Radha Mohan's transcendental pastimes. Who else can make us fit for that service? It's only Swamini who can make us fit for this. It's not Mohan. So Kam Gayatri is her Swarup also.
So Kam Gayatri is not only saving us from material consciousness, it's also saving us from God consciousness.
Yes, and it's guiding us into our Swarup.
So the next quote in Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali I found.
Please, this is the one of the best meditators, not add this. This I will suggest you keep this practice 1 month only in Kam Gayatri mantra. Repeat again and again. This is our sadhana. When we realize it, all is done. Again and again, again and again. This has to be more expanded.
Good.
My advice is this.
Wow.
Yes, Gurudev, and we will try to follow, or I will try to follow. So we stop here, and then next
Shri Ram, Jai Jai Shri Ram. Again, its subject will come, all prepared to share. Again, you try, go on. This is our bhajan. Please, if you take it in your life, you will say what happened to Radha.
Jai Shri Radha, Jai Gurudev.
Jai.
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 Jai Jai Radha Radha Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Radha Gurudev, we are back home.
Oh, Jai.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Ho. Gopinath is here. No, that's nice joint there. So he's waiting to say hello to you.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're so happy that we can just listen to Gauravani's beautiful katha.
My God, so nicely. Vilapa Kusumanjali and Caitanya Caritamrita. You see, this book is so, after so many times listening at Vilapa Kusumanjali, my desire to read Caitanya Caritamrita. You see, I cannot read, but Gaurvani is helping me that I can make my life. Thank you, Gaurvani.
Thank you. You make my life successful by doing at least a little service to your lotus feet.
You make my life successful. Yeah.
Jai Shri Radhe, thank you all very much for sharing and taking part, and be there with the heart.
Yeah.
Radhe Radhe Gaur